What's up guys, it's Titus, and on this video I'm going to talk about Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds is an objective-based player versus player between 3 teams of 4. There's 5 game types, land grab objectives such as domination, where you capture and hold sites across the map. A crazy king, similar to domination, except the hold sites will randomly despawn after a timer and move to a new location across the map. And then you got the flag games objectives, such as capture the relic, so you basically capture the enemy relic and bring it back to your relic while defending your own relic. And then you got Chaos Ball. You can test the Chaos Ball by picking up the Chaos Ball and holding it. The longer that you hold it, the more points you get, and that's the only way you can get points during the Chaos Ball. But just be careful though, because the longer that you do hold the Chaos Ball, the more damage you take from the Chaos Ball. And finally, Deathmatch. Basically quite simple. Whichever team gets the most kills wins, basically. Now, how to win Battlegrounds? Well, all game types have the same winning requirements. The team with the most points wins. So, quite simple really. Now, I do have some tips in terms of how to win most of your matches. Not all, but pretty much most of them. If you stick to these tips, then generally you will win most of your matches. And then what you do is you basically prevent the other team from doing following these guidelines, and then you'll generally win. Okay, so the first one is always stay together. Pretty simple. Don't get tempted to do one-on-ones. If you want to do one-on-ones, go in open world and do some duels. Simple as that, really. On that one there, the next one is don't chase for kills. Now, a lot of times, especially if a new player, or sometimes if a player has a bit of big ego, they'll start chasing kills, and then usually what happens is that person that you're trying to chase, they're actually just trying to pull you out of your group, so that way his group can then kill you. So be careful with that one, being tunnel vision wise. The third one is always look where you are on the map. It's pretty important I believe, especially where your spawn point is. So that really helps with that. So for example, if you're in the Chaos Ball, you've got the Chaos Ball, you wanna either run around so that way you don't get ganked by everyone, or you just go to your base, so that way if your team members do die, they can spawn straight away, or closer to you to try and defend you, or you defend them. Also, it's really useful because if you don't look at your map, and then let's say you have a one encounter, you complete the encounter against one team, and you don't realize that you're being pincered by the other team, and then you get picked off. So just be careful. Which leads on to the next one really, just reset your buffs and heal up after each encounter. Now it's really easy to chase after you've killed people in an encounter, or you win an encounter, your group wins an encounter. Then you just keep chasing, you don't realize that you have low resources, you have low health, no ultimate, and then when the other team comes in, you get picked off quite easy. So that's one of the basic ones, is always refresh your buffs and always reset during after each encounter. For myself, this is the one that I always recommend to do, is pay attention to your team location. So you do that by looking at the compass on the top and look for the white arrows. So if you're fighting someone, have a quick glance so you know where your teammates are. So if you do need to retreat, you know exactly where to go, so that way they could heal you up, or you could lead the other team members into a trap, enemy into a trap. So that is really important, especially in team deathmatch, because you get to a situation where either a lot of your teammates die, or one or two die, and one of them needs to be saved. Then it's always best to do that. So it really helps on that one. And then the final one really is using your ultimates at the right time. So that's pretty standard as such onto there. So if you're having a group encounter and then you see that one of your teammates is dying, if you need to stun them to prevent your teammate from getting burst down, for example, you got Dawnbreaker or Smiting, stuns an AoE cone in front of you, which stuns all the enemies, and then so that way your teammate can recover or heal up. Or you could use it as an offensive ultimate. So if you see that your team is winning the encounter, then try and use your ultimate with theirs, so that way you do have that bigger burst. So this one, so what I'll do now is I'll leave you with some Battleground clips, and then I'll create a build video for the classes that I use in Battlegrounds. And these tips is very similar to what you do in Cyrodiil as well, and the builds that I've created can be used in open world PvP as well. Alright guys, enjoy.